Hello, Steeler Nation. Hello, Pittsburgh Steeler fans, and welcome to the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. I'm your host, Owen, with this breaking news video about the Steelers' first pick in the 7th round. The Pittsburgh Steelers have selected linebacker Mark Robinson. This is how I found out with this tweet from the wonderful, brilliant Jenna Hana. With their first pick in the 7th round, the Steelers take Ole Miss linebacker Mark Robinson. Now, I've got to admit, Steeler Nation, my first reaction when I heard this news or read this news was, who? So I had to go away and do a little bit of research, trying to find out a bit of information about Mark Robinson for y'all, for yins or whatever. Mark Robinson from Ole Miss Rebels was number 35 linebacker. He's a senior. He's 1.8 meters, 106 kilograms, about 5'11" by all accounts. A little bit undersized. Born in Leesburg in GA, which is Georgia. His 2021 season stats: he had 42 solo tackles, 3 sacks, no forced fumbles, and no interceptions. I look back beyond that. He actually hasn't got any stats beyond that. Now, the reason for that is because he wasn't originally a linebacker. Apparently, he converted to become a linebacker for this season. Mark Robinson was one of the players brought in by the Steelers for a pre-draft visit. He is a former running back at Presbyterian and briefly then at Ole Miss. He switched to linebacker last season. So it was only in the last year that he has actually become a linebacker. So it's obviously Colbert and Tomlin see something in Robinson that they like. Robinson worked as an off-ball linebacker last year and figures to do the same in Pittsburgh. Robinson is undersized at 5'11", 230 pounds, and ran a 4.65 at his pro day. Pre-draft profile apparently that I read said that Robinson is raw, but there's a lot to like. His tackling looks violent at times, but his demeanor is calm. In coverage, it appears he gets away with uncertainty, and the NFL passing attacks will look much different than what he's witnessed so far. For a player who switched from running over tacklers to tackling ball carriers, he looked the part and played it well at times. So Robinson will compete with the likes of Marcus Allen, USC's Gilbert III, Robert Spillane, Buddy Johnson, I guess, to some extent as well, to actually be on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Given Robinson's recent position switch, I think it is highly likely that Robinson will be on the Steelers practice squad this year and is unlikely to get any first team reps, especially he has converted. I think the Steelers maybe see Robinson as a bit of a project, a bit of a candidate to try and develop going into next season. Season 2020, 2023. I don't think Robinson will be someone who will be used this year as a starting inside linebacker. I think, like it said in that report on, I think that was Steelers Depot, that he will be used mainly on the practice squad and will only come into the team should there be an outbreak of injuries. But it's interesting to see that they're looking at different types of players, different types of candidates, more promising players they can mold into becoming Steeler type players they can mold into becoming the player that they want, especially given that Robinson has only played 1 year at linebacker. This is a very fascinating pick for me. He's not someone who I paid any attention to in the my research and what I looked at in the draft. But Mike Tomlin and Kevin Colbert have clearly seen something in him that they like, something they think they can mold into becoming a Pittsburgh Steeler linebacker. But it'd be interesting to see what happens with him this coming season, isn't it? So Mark Robinson is the first pick in the 7th round draft. I'd be interested to see who we take with our final pick in the 7th round draft. I'll be back later to talk to you about that and who we are taking with our final pick in the 2022 NFL draft. So, Steeler Nation, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning. Drop me a comment below. Let me know what you think about Mark Robinson. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. Sorry, it's just a short video, but like I said, I don't know a great deal about Mark Robinson at this moment in time. Thank you for watching, and I'll finish this as I finish everything with, here we go.